My name is Chris Pei. I'm an econ accounting major and I study abroad in South Korea.
My name's Tawny Hughes. I'm from Missoula, Montana. I'm studying international relations here at Claremont McKenna with a focus in food politics and Italian, and I studied abroad in Siena, Italy.
My name is Jessica Ortiz Garcia. I am a government and Spanish dual major and I studied abroad in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
So I studied abroad at Yonsei University, which is pretty much right in the middle of Seoul. So everything was around it. It was really convenient and nice to get around everywhere. I can go to the rich part, Gangnam, in one hour and then be in kind of like the countryside in the next hour. I was thinking, I know nothing about Korea. I don't even know how to speak it. I don't know the culture or anything, so I might as well just go there and see what happens.
I knew from a really early age that I wanted to go to Italy. My experience studying abroad was the first time I'd ever stepped foot off American soil.
Buenos Aires gave me the opportunity to study government in a very concrete way, in the way that Argentine politics works, and I was also able to, work on my Spanish and become professionally fluent.
And so I knew I wanted some culture that would really embrace me. I knew I wanted something that would connect me to the people and the language and the faces, and Italy definitely personified that for me.
When you go to a non-English speaking country, you're really forced to rely on people to get around, and you kind of have to just throw yourself into their culture.
It was what study abroad advocates, which is, getting outside of your comfort zone, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures, I guess, and it was all done within this microcosm in this small city, so it was great.
Before coming to CMC, admittedly, I was a little shy. I didn't like to speak up that much. I didn't like to try new things as much, but I think just being here at CMC for 2 years really gave me the courage and the motivation to put myself in a completely new area, such as Korea.
I originally wanted to come to CMC not only because of the really outstanding international relations program, but because of the huge percentage of international students. Coming from a completely homogenous background, I knew I wanted something that would really push me in every possible way. Being on a campus that's really small, but where, 15 of my closest friends are from countries I'd never even dreamed about visiting, really changed my whole perspective of an international community.
My experience at CMC allowed me to go into my study abroad experience with an open mind, knowing that it's going to be hard, and I don't know, it just gave me the tools that I needed to be able to insert myself into the community, into the university, and just dive into the classes.
My study abroad experience completely changed the trajectory of my life as I see it today. Before, I knew I wanted to do something involving international communities, but now I know without a doubt that I want, in some way or another, that to involve food. And that's definitely because of Italy. My
whole experience at CMC as a government major, a Spanish dual major with the focus on Latin America, and then going to Argentina, being a born scholar, it's all really funneling into my desire to work for the government abroad.
The main thing for me is that as an econ accounting major and going into fields like auditing, they really like to see moments where you put yourself out there and you act as a leader. For me, going abroad, it really helped me develop my leadership skills and have the confidence to put myself in uncomfortable situations and say, I can do this, I've done this before. Especially during interviews, they'll ask me, what's an example that when you've been a leader or when you've put yourself into an uncomfortable position. I'll have a concrete example. I'll say, I went abroad to a country that I knew nothing about and I came out of it fine.